Mm.
Stop. For real?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
oh. What is it? Is it booger like? Or is it some of that shit from that claw? Stop. You still see it? Stop. No. Hold on. Give me your phone. Hold your
It's
phone.
good.
It's gone?
Yeah.
You sure, bitch? You better not have me on with no booger in my face. My nose is so woolly, bitch. My nose hairs be like touching my mustache.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I know it's like, girl, you need to look. Somebody got to go, and the mustache ain't going nowhere. She's a staple. Even though Eddie calls it a cockroach.
That's a cockroach.
Chabu.
Like una cucaracha en la cara tuya. I'm like, no, nene, no. Like, ¿qué diablo es eso? Like, nene, quítate esa cosa de encima.
Hi, I'm Omari.
And I'm Eddie.
And we are
the two voices of the week.
Stark News.
Our culture unfiltered.
Discussing the way of this world.
And the next.
And the next.
Two voices.
Two voices.
Queer.
Queer.
Candid.
Candid.
Discussing the way of this world and the next.
Discussing the ways of this world and the next. Discussing the ways of this world and the next.
Discussing the way of this world and the next.
Discussing the ways of this world.
Hello, as you can see, we don't have wine, but we have wine coolers.
Some bitch over here.
I fucked up. I had
The
a bottle
wine.
of wine, and
very fucked up.
it went bad.
Very bad.
The wine went bad. It tastes like a sock. It tastes like a sock. Like it really had a sock vibe. Like it was very footy.
Mm-hmm.
But we got wine coolers. And
with our names.
Oh, yeah, we have these cool straws that I got made with my name and Eddie's name. The only thing I don't like, my only complaint is that the eye is facing away from me. So my name is Omari, but while I sip, I'm Iramo. Eddie wants to move to Spain, and I told him I don't mind moving to Spain, but I mean, because I asked Eddie to help me learn Spanish, and he is not patient with me to do so.
No.
But I was like, if we were to move to Spain together, you got to help me then. Like, you can't just have me walking around not understanding nothing.
Well, I'll help him then. See? Help him then.
But why would you not help? You should help me before we get there.
No, that's too much. I need you to suffer a little bit. Even though I will get irritated and aggravated. And it's like, ugh, hurry up and learn.
I can get kidnapped.
No,
not understanding what people saying, okay?
No, you're not. You're not going to get kidnapped like that.
Just like I wouldn't want nobody to live in America and they don't at least understand English. It's like, how you going to be in trouble, girl?
You will understand.
I'll be picking up little buzzwords. I'm like, oh, yeah. Naranja. Orange.
Are we really going to go back to the naranja? Are we really going to do that? We're going back to the naranja.
Blanco, yes.
This
yes.
bitch.
Blanquito. Oh.
Negrito.
Negrito. Right. Very much, yes. So I'm like, okay. They talk about me now.
What about you? You know, no intriguing stories.
Girl, you know I don't do nothing.
True, you don't.
You know I don't do nothing, child. Be minding my business, waiting on payday.
Well, it's not like I can do shit because we are in quarantine.
I don't think we are. We in Florida. I don't think we are.
True, it's just
I don't know. I don't even know what the state of right now is. Kids going back to school and shit. I don't know what's happening right now. Honestly.
That's the problem. I'm in limbo.
In limbo.
That's where I'm at. Because it's like I don't know if I should go out, but then it's like I don't want to go out.
Like, can you? Is the club open?
No. The only places that are open here in Jacksonville, or well, mainly here in Jacksonville, but mainly in like Florida, is like places that sell food. So if you have food, then yes, you can have like drinks. So you can sell people. So like some places get away with that. Like
like kickbacks. I bet.
Yeah.
I bet kickbacks
or like
right now.
Hoptinger is always full because they have food because they're a restaurant. Yeah, even though the upstairs does not allow food.
It's nothing but drinks.
Yeah.
I can't even think about Hoptinger no more. Look, I'm glad that we went to Hoptinger when we did because we tasted that, the chips and stuff. That was so good.
So
but
good.
Bitch, prior to that, my first experience was seeing that boy snort that coke upstairs, and I just could not. I was so aggravated. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me and Coquito
Mhm.
and his friend, we all went or whatever. And we was up there chilling, you know, just talking, chat. It was around winter time because I know it was cooler.
Okay.
And these two little preppy little white boys came up to us and they're like, "Hey, you mind?" And I was like,
No.
"What the fuck you mean mind?" That he had a cute little gold little Coke holder. And I was like, "No, go ahead, do your thing. Like I'm not.
Go ahead.
I ain't square. I've seen people do Coke before. Okay, whatever." And I was like, "No, go ahead, do your thing." So they done went and stood behind us, snorting their little Coke. Then he got a nerve to offer us some. I was like, "See, bitch, I just told you to do your thing. That don't mean offer me a motherfucker. I don't want nothing from you. Do your shit and go on about your business. Get the fuck from behind us and go on about your business." Like I hate stuff like that. That's weird to me. Like I think that is so dangerous. I don't like when people offer people drugs.
Yeah, because at the same time you don't know what they have.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, like, not all drugs work the same.
No,
like even
especially
though
not for everybody.
Yeah, not. And the other thing is, like, even though it's like Coke, they might have like other ingredients.
Right. Like I don't know how they cut your Coke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how they cut your shit. So I was like, But even then, like I don't do Coke. So, but it blows my mind because it's like that all the time. Like the first time is free. That's why they say like the first time is free.
Correct.
People let you have shit, you know, let you smoke shit, and you be gooped and gagged because you might get a little hooked. You might want more. You might, you know, everybody. It's all about chasing the high. Life is about chasing the high.
Yeah.
Truthfully, in many different ways, you know. So,
really.
Nah. But I just told him, I said, "Nah, step on with your shit now. Go ahead. You did your thing. Go on about your business."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but people don't have this thing. They just have the audacity to just be like, "Hey, you want some?"
That hurt me because I was just like, "The fuck? What?
Mm-hmm.
No."
You know, I've never been offered that.
Coke?
Yeah. Coke or anything like that. And I'm like, no, thank you. That the only thing that I have done is weed, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That was.
And even that's iffy.
Nah.
Don't hear shit you ain't see get rolled yourself.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. If you ain't roll it or you ain't see the person roll it and you don't know them, don't hit it.
I know, because I had a bad experience.
Oh.
Well, I knew the person. I just never knew what she had in it and everything. And then after that, my mind went to like a different world.
Girl, what was in it?
I don't know.
I have a
But like, it was so funny because it's like I couldn't move.
You couldn't?
No.
Oh.
Because I was like, ooh,
you was high boots.
Yeah. I was in like different, you know. And then after that, I was like, you know what? No, thank you. And then I tried it again when I went to LA. Mm-hmm. And no, thank you. Because that was a bad experience. I felt like I was dying. Shit. Yeah. Like everything was like crumbling. And then I was dying. But then at some point I saw like a light. And I saw the light. And the light was getting closer. And when it got closer, I was like reborn.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It was so weird.
You were already like a really visual person.
Yeah.
Like you already can see things like without any substance. So I think like the weed just kind of amps it up to the max where you were having like these experiences. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I remember one time I had these lollipops. They came from like Colorado. They were, you know, weed lollipops. And I bought like 4 of them. Mm-hmm. Girl. I don't know what it is about like edibles and people not being smart about when they eat edibles, where it's like, you know, you eat one. The rule to edibles is, you know, you go eat this and you kind of got to wait for it to work.
Yeah.
It's not like
you
smoking.
Shouldn't be keeping.
Yeah, like you got to wait for it to work. That's why I like edibles, because I like the idea of not having to like ingest smoke, because I don't think that's healthy for anybody, any kind of smoke. But I hate that, you know, the munchie can't be the drug. The drug can't be the munchie. You know what I mean? Like it's, so it's like I ate one of the lollipops. I was like, ooh, I'm going to start with a little red one. Yeah. And you know what it reminded me of? I don't know if anybody remembers like Cousin Skeeter. When Cousin Skeeter used to like the lollipops, they was real, real spicy.
Who's that?
Cousin Skeeter, little black puppet from Nickelodeon. It was a show about a puppet.
Don't remember.
And his name was, y'all know who Cousin Skeeter is from the 90s.
They might, I don't.
Yeah, that was the 90s. Yeah, 90s. But because Skeeter used to love these lollipops. They were like spicy lollipops. But that's what the lollipop looked like. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. Let me try this red one first. That's okay.
Really?
I was like, okay. I'm chilling. I'm just like, it ain't hit yet. It ain't hit yet.
So I'm gonna eat the blue one. Other one.
I was like, let me eat the blue one. Bitch, it still ain't hit. Let me eat this one. And then this one. I was on the ceiling, y'all. I was on the ceiling.
Because it then finally did.
I was stuck, bitch. I felt my body levitate to my ceiling. Like, that shit was everything, bitch. I was like, oh. Yeah, weed is so funny. It's so funny. And I ain't smoked weed in a really, really long time. Like, I haven't had THC in my body in quite a long time. But that shit it's definitely an experience.
You know, when I was in LA and I did all that, so the next day I woke up, I felt like I was fine. And so, you know, I drove. We went to different places and everything. We ended at Santa Monica. We went to the pier and all that stuff. When we were driving, like when we were walking back to our car, I'm with one of my friends, Wings. I'll have you know. So I was with Wings, and I'm like, Wings. He's like, what? I'm like, I think I'm not high no more. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm not high no more. He's like, really, Eddie? I'm like, what? He's like, you been high all this time? And I'm like, I think so.
I think so. Look, I think so. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And like, he's like, I can't with you. That's why I felt like you were a little bit weird. And I'm like, yeah.
I think
but yeah, because it lasted. And the thing is,
that's some of the best sleep you'll ever get in your life.
Oh my goodness. I only did like a puff or two. Like it wasn't a lot. It was just a little bit. I'm like, just let me hit it a little bit and then that's it. But bitch, that a little bit, it just took me to a different world. Yeah. Like
I think everything's good in moderation. That's the thing. Like I could see myself like smoking weed again. I just would have to figure out how I'm gonna do it and when I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Like I would have to put myself on like a schedule.
Yeah, but because of that, I was like, you know, I'm good.
But like, it's oh my god, you get some good sleep. You can even have like a good. It's almost like you can kind of have like a weed hangover, but it's not like punishment like how a alcohol hangover is. Like it's kind of like you still got that little. I can conquer the day.
And that's why, and that's why I said like, let me give like a puff or two. So it's like I'm not so high, but I'm like, you know, there, you know, like good,
mellow,
mellow. Like let's enjoy our night. Let's do this and everything. No, bitch, that did not work out. So after that, because I had also bought like I think it was like a chocolate or something, but it was like
that's how you get caught up.
Yeah.
The brownie, you bought a brownie, bitch?
No, it was not a brownie. But it was something small and everything. And I got it because I'm like, you know what? Let me buy this so in that way I can eat it and be on the plane. Because technically when you are in LA, they don't have like a problems, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, so I'll eat it. I'll be in the flight, you know, fell asleep and everything. But because I had that experience during the day, that night and during the day, like when I was like, you know what, I ain't doing this no more. I'm not even eating this. Like, fuck this. I'll just go and fly to Orlando.
It's like, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
I remember one time, okay, so it's so funny, like, it was years ago, and it was my friend Breezy. And Breezy did not smoke weed, but Breezy was like the designated roller kind of sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Like Breezy knew how to break down the blunt, Breezy knew how to roll it, you know, break down the weed, all that stuff, whatever. But he never smoked. Breezy never smoked.
Interesting.
And one day we was riding in the car, and Breezy said he wanted to hit the blunt. I said, okay. I mean, he goes, yeah, girl, I just wanna.
Yes, just wanna.
Okay, so girl, he done hit the blunt. We all good. We chilling. We was in my car, you know, my little white Pontiac Sunfire, and we was about to go somewhere, and Breezy was driving, and bitch, we pull off like round the corner from the house. We left from somebody's house. Bridget said, Mari. I was like, what? He told us, girl, I can't drive no more. I can't drive no more. He was like, girl, I think I'm high. He was like, Mari, why I feel like that? Why I feel like the car floating?
Oh no.
He said, why I feel like that? Why I feel like I said, oh, Breezy, girl, you high. I was like, oh, girl, you gotta drive. I said, okay, I'll drive.
I'll drive.
That shit tickled the hell out of me. And it's so funny because I remember that shit like it was yesterday. And we talked about that maybe like not too long ago. And I was like, girl, remember when you first got high, bitch? He was like, yeah, girl. I was like, bitch, and he smoked weed like a chimney now, bitch. But it's so funny to me because I was just like, girl. Let me say, why I feel like that? It feel like the wheel. I feel like we floating. I said, oh, bitch, you got to get up out my car seat. You got to get your ass in the back seat or something, bitch. You can't drive no more.
Yeah, no. I no.
That is so funny.
I have friends, and I still know a few that, you know, they still do smoke and everything, but I never learned to roll or to, I never wanted to know who had it. Like, I didn't want to know, like, a dealer or anything.
Right.
I didn't want to know, like, the less I knew, the better for me.
Because it kept it social.
Yeah. And I kept it like that. And then after that bad experience back in college, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is it. You know, I did it for a few years. I experimented. It was good. You know, I'm good. So then after that, I'm like, good, clean for like a few years. Then I went to LA and I'm like, yeah, no, this is not for me.
Yeah. I think everything's good in moderation. It's like, you gotta, I think if I can get myself on like a schedule where it's like, I kind of would like to do it like positive and negative reinforcement. Kind of like, you know, if you know you have things to lay out that you need to like do, like you got things you need to accomplish, do those things and then treat yourself with a blunt. Treat yourself. It's like I just completed all of this stuff for today. I'm gonna settle down today and smoke this blunt and watch some Netflix. It's like, see, I'm just like, I feel accomplished. Because that's the thing with me, like, weed does make me lazy. It's not something like, and some people they can like smoke weed and go to work and do all this stuff. I can't do that. When I used to smoke weed, like, it makes me like chill. I'm very chill, goofy as fuck, and want to eat.
Yeah, my problem was that I always go into like a universe, like a whole new universe. Like, I see parallel universe and connections and all that stuff. So, like, you know, when I was like with my friends and everything, it was fine. Like, I still had that. Like, I still had the connections and like the different things. But because we were always like talking or doing something, I was like, good. But then after that bad experience that I like, because the thing is, I sat down. Yeah. Like, I sat down and I couldn't move. And I was seeing things and I'm like, no.
One thing that used
to
kill
like
me,
very tense.
I used to hate, like, I don't know why this, like, when me and my friends used to be chilling, we'll smoke, we'll sit, we'll kiki and giggle. But somebody, out of nowhere, always wanted to go to like the fucking mall or like Walmart or some shit.
So you just walk
and I'm
around?
just like, bitch, I don't want to go in this populated ass place, bitch. I don't want to be around all these people. Yeah. And then go in there and be buying shit. I ain't got time. My ass over here buying stuff I don't need. Fuck. I remember one time, like, when we went to go see Chance the Rapper, I was high as fuck at Chance the Rapper's concert. And it was such an experience. It was a great experience. Do I remember much about the people who were there with me?
No.
Not really. But I really did enjoy it. I still have my Chance the Rapper shirt.
Okay.
It's too big though. I bought it because I wanted something. Like I wanted something tangible. But like I can't fit the shirt. The shirt's like an extra large.
No. I don't know how this just became about weed.
I love it. It's a weed episode.
It's like, I don't know how it just weed.
Today, kids, we're going to talk about weed.
I know.
We're talking about recreational shit, too. Recreational reefer. Not medicinal marijuana. Yeah, because I mean,
but just do it responsibly.
no,
you know?
really, I really do think weed is awesome. I just think that everything is good in moderation. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you do.
Like, I would never advise anybody to do coke, but I say, hey, if you want to try weed, try it.
Yeah,
it might be for you.
But not only that, but also don't do it alone. Like, do it with people that you know, like with friends and everything.
Yeah,
like like there is like some type of a trust circle that you have.
Yeah,
that's the best way to do it. Like if you do it alone and it was like their first time and stuff like that, and it's like I don't know, be careful about that.
That was my thing. I didn't like it was like the things I didn't like about smoking weed is that I didn't like smoking weed by myself, especially not like I could never smoke like a whole blunt by myself because then I'd be too high and then my mind just be all over the place.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I never smoked like a full blunt. I was like, I was like sharing with my friends and everything, but we will share it. So it's like I never had like a really full blunt.
Yeah.
Even though there was one time for April 420. There was one 420 that I did with one of my friends, and we had like 3 or 4 roll already.
Yes, man. You gotta have them things in rotation.
Yeah, in rotation. Yeah. So I'm like, that
gets you because you are smoking about 2 or 3 blunts by yourself once they run around like that.
But it was good. Like that time,
I remember I remember the other thing I didn't like is I don't like the scent. Like I love the smell of weed, but I do not like the lingering scent of smoke on my clothes. That was one thing that kind of got me because it's like, bitch, I can't even go nowhere. I'm over here smelling like
that dank. Was my thing. Like I always made sure that I smell good.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't smell because
weed smokers just think because they just spray themselves down with some shit. Don't know about bitch. Everybody smells you.
Yeah.
They smell you, bitch. You just smell good.
Yeah.
And like smoke.
Yeah. Well, I never got caught.
Oh, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Oh. They know. They just ain't gonna say nothing.
No, my mom and my dad will say something. True. Okay, that never happened. So I was quite smart about that.
And another thing was like I do remember like when I first got high, because the thing is before I actually had gotten high, like before I knew that I had gotten high, I had smoked before that, but I wasn't inhaling. Like I wasn't smoking right. I was just kind of like I like to see the smoke.
Yeah.
And then like I actually sat down with one of my friends one day and she rolled a blunt, bitch, and I was high as fuck in her empty apartment that she had just bought. So wasn't no furniture. We sitting on the floor, chilling.
No.
Yes. Looking like squatters in her apartment. But yeah. So that concludes our weed episode. Our weed extravaganza. I'm Omari.
And I'm Eddie.
And we are
the 2 voices of the week.
Stark Native.
Our culture unfiltered, discussing the way of this world and the next. And do not forget to do your daily saintly duties by following, subscribing, sharing, by following, subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. And if you are listening to our podcast episode at Apple Podcast, then do not forget to leave a 5-star rating and a wonderful review. And at the same time, pay attention to Wednesday the 19th, because that will be a year of us doing
that's our anniversary
on podcasts.
All right, y'all. Bye.